presented by EA Sports in association with the PGA Tour. Hello again and welcome, Rich Lerner, alongside my friend and colleague Frank Nobilo. We are along the Paracel Islands in the South China Sea. Frank, on a mission here today. What can you tell us about this course?
Well, one thing, Rich, we don't want to fatigue out there, so I've got my battle gear on. Interesting layout ahead. Plenty of water, the island's there to be negotiated, navigated, and you never know what just might pop up during the course of the game.
And partner, let me just, before we get started, salute you.
I salute you too, Rich. You ready?
Ready. Aim.
Fire.
Oh, looked like you caught a flyer right there, Frank.
Well, I don't know what he caught, but this is way too much.
Just a... into the thick stuff. So they'll tap in. +1 in the early going.
Just past that bridge. So this green well protected on that right side. Of course, water adorns this island green.
Frank, how good was that?
Now, as they say, 300-yard drive, one shot, miss a short one, also one shot.
Yeah, that's painful. Slipping just a bit, another bogey.
16 yards to the middle of the green. If we can just aim a little right of the gun turret on the destroyer, that should be a good line.
Well, this is the definition of a blind tee shot right here. But you need all of the modern equipment, the modern telecommunications, just to try to get you zeroed in on where you're supposed to go.
Maybe.
So drop the shot after any... Frank, this is one you don't practice, but sometimes you have to do it. Time for the drop.
Yeah.
You like this one, Frank?
Oh, it's a good one. Safely on.
Locked in on the read and the speed. Been a little bit of a fight so far, 3 over par.
Not a good time.
Getting set for this next. And he makes it for a bogey here.
Over 200 yards. That should be rather interesting, but hopefully we'll be safe. Let's batten down the hatches while we watch the tee shot.
That one was running so high. Either misjudged the
Chance to just take a little breath, take a breather, and try.
And it is in.
Amazing. Line to the left and the side. It's like a little village that you're heading into. Hopefully you don't need a passport. Whoop, this is taken off on a weird line.
And it's going to be in the rough, it looks like.
I mean, this skill.
Rough day so far, 4 over par on the round.
Or even the wind direction. It's not overly long, just under 160 yards. Green sets up nicely, though, directly aiming at the player at the tee.
Into the tall. Pretty good shot right there. Chases that in for par to stay at 4 over. Later on,
This is a par 3.
Not what they planned. And he makes it for par.
Approximately to that flag, but you have to be precise. Let's see how precise you can be.
Frank missed the green. Down, little Sheba, down! That was like you saying... Well, that's what separates... Wow, that hurt.
It did. Shot gone forever.
Just a little tap in here. 6 over par on the round right now. What was he thinking there?
I have no earthly idea.
Mishit, wrong club. What happened there, Frank?
All of the above, maybe. It's a little bit of a head scratcher. Wasn't that hard a shot.
And he's made the green. This one just requires a little bit of focus.
Rich, you got to tell me what happened. I covered my eyes on that one.
Another bogey. What else? Now the tiny little 11th hole here at Paracel Storm, Frank.
The scorecard gives it 125 yards, Rich, and we know we're going across the bay there, but really this is an excellent chance to increase that birdie-bogey ratio. This is pretty good, Rich. Maybe just a touch right.
Not terrible, but not his best.
Yeah, outside chance, really, for birdie, but really, it was a rather poor approach shot.
Frank, I'm not saying he should pull out driver here, but this is a long putt.
Greens are fast, though. You never know. Good line, good pace. Might have a chance.
Speed wasn't bad on that long putt, but the read wasn't very good. Not a gimme, but well within his range. Well, that was a good-looking putt, just not falling right now.
Sadly, he's going to be disappointed.
So he has that for bogey. I can't help but think that the double bogey back on the 9th hole, it appears, has taken him right out of his game. Frank, this is a daunting tee shot, isn't it?
This has to be hit perfectly.
Not looking good, Frank.
I think it's wet.
Frank, sadly, I've been there too often. In the water, you get down on yourself. What's the right way to approach this mentally?
Well, you've almost got to take a step backwards, Rich. This can add up so quickly. So give yourself a little pat on the back, say it's fine. I mean, you're human. You're allowed to hit bad shots, but the big thing now is to avoid 2 in a row.
So hit the previous shot in the water, took a drop. This now the third shot. And he's made it onto the green now. Been pretty good all day from this distance, just trying to take care of business. Frankie just can't seem to put it together today.
Yeah, really, you've got to go back to that double bogey, Rich, because ever since then, it's been like a different player. And that's one thing that you have to get over, experience-wise. Somehow you've got to let that go, but it is easier to say and harder to do.
Well, it looks as though they're going to need to use all their strength to sort of hack it out of that rough, missing it off the tee here.
Well, it was almost like that's what he wanted to do, but
Always found this to be hard, Frank. You're seething, you're just fired up, you just knocked one out of bounds, and you have to kind of put it back together.
yeah, this one better find the fairway.
Third shot now after having gone OB. So a tester from 4 feet. Been a rocky round. Frank now at the 14th and really a simple objective here.
It looks like an old sand dune where they've just put a green on top, rather benign. It might just sneak up on you though. It really just looks like green and beaches with a few palm trees behind, but beware. This has to go in the hazard.
Needs to get up or it's going in.
Well, that's a little absurd, that, Rich. That shot wasn't that hard, but it's come up well short.
Didn't appear committed through impact. Frank, this one looks like it might have a postage stamp on it. Airmail City.
Yeah, lick it. Send it.
Either misjudged the win or simply just pulled the wrong club, Frank.
Gonna take some skill now. I mean, this skill, and that was sublime.
Just good hands, coming out of the rough, able to manage the distance, and now in great position. Frank, that looked good to me. Oh, man.
I just pushed it.
Boy, that hurts. Clean this up with a tap. That's messy. That's a double bogey. Frank, in any war zone, the element of surprise is always so critical, and we see that here at the 15th.
Yeah, this green is fortified by the jungle that surrounds it, and just a little feature that you often don't see on a golf course. It's not a bunker in the middle of that green, just a mini forest.
Just a little short shot here. Into the thick stuff, that's a difficult lie. Second shot coming out of the rough here. Pretty good shot right there. Getting set now over the putt. Stroke that with authority. Just take a look out at the battleships burning, those solar panels, the bridges, the barracks. You know you're not at your dad's country club anymore. Appears to be a smart shot, Frank.
Yeah, no problem here. That's going to fly all the way.
That one was running so hot. Now ready for the explosion shot. Well, the stats say that is a green hit in regulation, but it's not yet a par on the card. Very tough putt coming up. Needs a pair of binoculars to see the hole. Always two components to the long lag putt, the speed, number one, and then the read. And missed out on that second part. Everything has gone wrong today. Just continues to be ugly. 17th hole now at Paracel Storm. And Frank, as we come toward the end of this round, you really want to salute the caddies as well as the players.
That's right. They've gone out there with meal packs today and canteens to make sure that there's the right amount of sustenance. But if you're looking for victory, then a strong finish is needed. Good chance for a birdie here at 17. You've got to traverse, obviously, the water there, and without the help of the Navy today, this is going to have to come in nice and high and soft, a little bit like a paratrooper coming in down there to avoid all those trees and palm trees that protect the front and the right side of this par 3.
Nothing wrong with that par putt. Frank, the job is almost complete here at the 18th hole, and a good job at that, as we have seen some spectacular golf here at Paracel Storm in the South China Sea.
Just one more battle ahead, the difficult 18th. Should they succeed, then I think they're worthy of a salute.
Frank has missed the green here in regulation, but still hasn't missed the chance to make the par.
Yeah, it'd be interesting to see if he's got this shot in his toolbox coming up.
Well, that's how you play the game, right there. So a tough way to close the round, missing a short putt and a bogey here at 18. Well, there you go, 68 for the day. So as we finish up here today, Frank, he has not had the best round, but I suppose that's golf, isn't it?
Yeah, he's not Robinson Crusoe. This golf course can drive many a man crazy. But the beauty of this game, you get up, dust yourself off, do it again.
And there'll be a next time for us as well, partner. This is Rich Lerner alongside Frank Nobilo saying goodbye for now.